is Harriet Tubman. I was born into slavery March 1822 in Dorchester, Maryland. To my mother, Harriet Green Ross, and father, Ben Ross. I was born on a corn plantation. Most of my childhood was spent being loaned out to lost plantations. At age 6, I was sent to live in my master's house and take care of their baby. If the baby woke up in the middle of the night and cried, I would be beaten and whipped. Around the age of 11 or 12, I was moved to work out in the fields. I was a small girl in size and didn't think I would like the field work, but I did. It would eventually be the way I learned to escape. I was beaten and whipped by many masters over the years for many different things. On one occasion, I suffered a very bad head wound when I stepped in front of a supervisor who threw a metal weight at another slave and hit me instead. I almost died, and the injury caused headaches, dizziness, sleeping problems, seizures, and visions and vivid dreams the rest of my life. The dreams I had were messages from God that led me to be very religious and decided that I needed to help my people. I would soon become known as Moses of my people. I met and married a free black man named John Tubman in 1844, but I still was a slave. While working in the fields, I learned escape was possible, and we did not work Sundays, so I tried my first escape one Saturday night. It did not work, but I did not give up on my plan. I tried again and made it. I knew a Quaker woman who helped slaves, and I went to her. She gave me 2 pieces of paper with places I could either stop for food or shelter on my way. I followed the North Star and made it to Philadelphia in 1849. I made my first trip on the Underground Railroad, which it's not really a railroad, and it's not underground. It is really just a name for a bunch of secret routes or passages used to lead slaves to free land. I then returned to rescuing my family, relatives, and many others as I could. I guided dozens of trips as a conductor or leader of the Underground Railroad. We used special quilts as maps, special routes. We learned to leave on Saturdays, so the master would not notice until Monday. We traveled at night, hid in barns, hayfields, homes of people who did not agree with slavery, churches, and even pig stalls to get us over the Mason-Dixon line. I never lost a single passenger on my journey. If they would get nervous and want to go back, I would point my gun at them and say, "Keep going or die." I knew if one of them returned, they would be beaten until they gave the master information and we would all die. In 1850, new laws were passed, and slaves who escaped were called fugitives. That meant that even if they were in free land, they or anyone who knew could be arrested. So I began taking them all the way to Canada. When the Civil War began, I worked as a cook, nurse, and spy to help even more of my people. Even though women were not allowed to work in the military, I did it, and God protected me. I helped give information to lead an expedition that freed over 700 slaves. I helped teach my people how to make money once free and who to trust. I moved to Arbor, New York in 1859 and spent the rest of my life with my adopted daughter, Gertie, working on civil rights for my people and working with women like Susan B. Anthony to work for women's rights to vote. I continued my mission until I died. At the age of 91 in 1913, I was given a full military service after my death and also had 2 Navy ships named in my honor. I have also been included to the National Women's Hall of Fame and have many schools named after me. And President Jackson will be replaced on the $20 bill in the next 2 years. I believe every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and change the world. Thank you for listening. Why we use the lantern is because they use lanterns. It's like in this picture. They use lanterns to get out at the night before they wouldn't be able to see anything. And then these are quilts, and they are signs that you can, that basically means something. Like, for instance, if you saw the sailboat, it means a signal that either there were a body of water near or that a boat was available. The star, follow the North Star. Shoe fly, indify a friendly guide who is nearby and can help. The monkey wrench, prepare your tools you will need for your long journey, including mental and spiritual tools, also called the ship wheel. Log cabin, a secret symbol that could be drawn on the ground, as well as saying a person was safe to talk to. It was also a way to identify where to seek shelter. Flying geese, points in a direction to follow, such as where geese were flying during spring migration. And then this is one of her speeches. No, not speeches, but quotes. I was a conductor of the Underground Railroad for eight years, and I can say what most conductors can't say. I never ran my train off the track, and I never lost a passenger. Harriet Tubman.
Questions?
Josh.
What happened after she came back with the slaves what happened to the husband?
The husband got a new wife without her permission. Yeah. Hannah.
I have a comment.
Is there a question?
Well, it's kind of like I like your poster.
Thank you. What do you want?
What if the Underground Railroad person would like trade them and actually be a whatever it's called?
For the quilts?
Yeah.
White people didn't know what the quilts meant. They just thought they were drying out. So, but black people know what they meant because they're like secret things. And they also try to trick the people from saying it's an underground railroad. So the white people would try to find a railroad, but they're actually not a railroad. It's just a road.
I got one myself. And is this? I didn't hear you talk about it. I was wanted for thousands and thousands of dollars for my arrest, but they never found me. $40,000. They got on money. They got on money. Believe me. I mean, I want to say it's probably comparable to $1 million. Yeah, probably more than that at this time. Because that was something they could live probably the rest of their life off that. Okay?
Yeah,
Very good job.